Hello everybody, AgriCartel here, and today I will be starting a brand new series about low-tier trading, aka non-unusual trading. The reason I'm creating this series is because most of the trading channels I have seen on YouTube almost exclusively cover unusual trading. While it is true that unusual trading will net you greater profits over a shorter period of time, it is possible to see that same profit with some lower-tier trading, with enough patience and knowledge of market trends. In today's episode, I will be discussing Killstreak fabricators and how it is possible to net profit margins higher than those in unusual trading. Before I get into that, there are a few economics terms that I will frequently use. They will be defined here for those not as familiar with the subject. Revenue is the total amount of money received from a business activity. Profit is the amount of money gained from a business activity, or more easily said as the difference of revenue and cost. Profit margin is the amount by which revenue exceeds costs, and is used to determine the profitability of a certain business or business action. Now, onto the main topic. For this video, I will assume you have a basic understanding about how Killstreak kits and fabricators work. So, to begin, fabricators originate from drops in the Two Cities Man vs. Machine tour and can be traded and sold. Since playing MVM for these fabricators is not in any way profitable, I will be explaining as if you were purchasing them. Moving on, the way profit is made from these fabricators is by crafting them into their respective Killstreak kits and selling them on the market for more than the combined cost of the fabricator and the parts used to fabricate the kit. Yes, I say fabricator a lot in this video, just bear with me here. I actually wrote that in the script. Please, help. Send help. To simplify things, I have created a spreadsheet which I will link to in the description below. I will start by going over how I calculate the profit margins of individual kits. The different numbers used are the price of the fabricator, the cost of all the robot parts used in fabrication, the cost of the Killstreak weapon or weapons used in fabrication, and the gross revenue or the market price of the finished kit. I first solve for the gross profit, then divided by the gross revenue to find the profit margin. As you can see, not every Killstreak kit has the same profit margin. Kits in higher demand will net you more profit than kits that are typically unwanted. A factor in the demand of a specific kit is the sheen and/or killstreaker that is on it. Agonizing Emerald and Team Shine typically sell the best, followed by Villainous Violet and Mandarin, and then the rest. As for the killstreakers, Firehorns is considered the highest tier, followed by Tornado, Singularity, Cerebral Discharge, Incinerator, Flames, and lastly, Hypnobeam. Of course, personal preference has a factor in this as well. Some buyers may be willing to pay more for a lower tier effect. With the fabricators I have listed, the margins can run anywhere between 23% to 61%, but it never goes into the negatives, which means even though some weapons may be harder to sell, it still is possible to profit even from the lesser demanded kits. Now, it is time to sell. My personal preference is to go on trade servers, since you can typically find a buyer willing to pay over market price depending on the sheen and killstreaker the kit has. Other options are selling it on the community market or third-party sites, but direct sales on trade servers will net you the most profit due to Valve and sites like Marketplace.tf taking a portion of the sale as commission. The most important thing during the selling phase is patience. It will take time staying on a trade server, sending out your sales pitch so often, but just because it will take a lot of time doesn't mean it won't be worth it. Congratulations, you have sold a kit and made profit. You may ask,
what happens now?
Well, there are a few options. You can either pocket the profit and buy something nice with it, or you can invest the profit into more fabricators and start the process all over again. Whatever you choose, you may rest easy knowing that you made money with Team Fortress 2. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said was incorrect, then please feel free to leave a comment correcting my mistake. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more in this series, leave a like and a comment, and subscribe to see more awesome TF2 content.